What an incredible story. These are beneficiaries of the Astros Foundation. Sherry, Maid, just a reminder.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are. This is Geaux Stros. Today we've got game 2 with the Arizona Diamondbacks coming up. Game is scheduled to start in about 5 minutes or so. Thank you all for being here today. Give you a quick preview of what's to come. Today at Minute Maid Park in Houston, we have Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound for the Diamondbacks, facing off against Yusei Kikuchi. Kikuchi is undefeated with the Astros. He's nothing but W's, nothing but wins this whole time. So, up until this point, all of those who poo-pooed the trade, saying that we gave away too much, there was no way to know, because what we were trading away hadn't been proven. It was just it was going to be a gamble, a matter of luck, if what we had was going to pan out. But the other thing is that Kikuchi, despite his less than stellar performance in Toronto, he's still a veteran, has a lot of experience both in Japan and in the U.S. But on top of that, the Astros have a really good pitching coach staff, I think. They were able to work with Kikuchi on his pitch selection, and it really just dialed it in for him. It just really locked it in. It is just after 5 o'clock in the morning here in Hiroshima. Still dark outside. I got up about 4:30 this morning. Loaded up the MLB pregame show for the game, and didn't see a lot of information. Sometimes they give some interesting updates. Like, for example, whenever a player is possibly coming back from the IL. But most of what they talked about wasn't anything of particular interest. They did talk about Bregman a little bit. Nothing too detailed. He is going to be in the game today at third base. The lineup for the Astros today is going to be Altuve, Alvarez, and Diaz. Today, Alvarez is going to be DHing. Instead, they'll have McCormick in left field, which is disappointing. I'm just going to keep saying that. Every time I see McCormick in the lineup, I'm disappointed. I don't want to see him in the lineup. I just really don't. Not right now. He needs to work out his problems before he can be back in the lineup. After Diaz, Bregman will be batting fourth, followed by Pena, Caratini, who's catching today. Diaz will be at first base in this game. Myers in center field, Ben Gamel in right field, and of course McCormick in left. So that's the Astros outfield and lineup today. Altuve, Alvarez, Diaz, Bregman, Pena, Caratini, Myers, Gamel, McCormick. Kikuchi is on the mound right now, warming up. almost ready to go. This game is just about ready to start. Marte is coming to bat. He's the DH for the Diamondbacks. He'll be followed by Corbin Carroll and Randall Grichuk. Got about 16 people listening in, following right now. Thank you for being here so early. Hope you can remember to like the video for me. That would be really appreciative. The more likes I have early, the more viewers I can get in, and that would be great. Kikuchi's first pitch is on the way, guys. Just barely outside. Could have been called either way, but that'll be strike one. I need to set up my preview screen. It needs to be a few seconds behind. Second pitch is on the way. That's hit high. That's going to be playable. It looks like Bregman is over close to the mound, and he's able to grab it. That'll be out number one. So on the second pitch, fly out to the infield. Marte goes down. Corbin Carroll comes to the plate. First pitch to Carroll is on the way. That's in there. 86 miles an hour right on the inside of the plate for strike one. Oh and 1. Second pitch is 88 miles per hour on the outside corner. Breaking ball, but outside the zone. Ball 1. Here comes the next pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss. What a beautiful pitch. Man, that was so far outside the zone, but it completely tricked Carroll. He just kept going out. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. 95 right in the zone. 95 miles an hour. Foul ball. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit so I can get a better view of my screen down. I have two screens here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 in the dirt. Yusei picks up his first strikeout on the second batter of the game. Carroll goes down and will walk to the dugout. Nice slider. Two outs, no runners on in the top of the first. 7 pitches, 2 outs. That brings up Randall Grichuk. Here comes the pitch. Right in there. 85 miles an hour. Right in the heart of the plate. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Another one right in there on the outside corner. A swing and miss by Grichuk. Strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ooh, high fastball, but just misses his mark a little too high. He takes that for ball 1. 1-2 is the count with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch from Kikuchi. That one's grounded up the middle. Unfortunately, that's going to be a hit right through the middle on the left side of the bag. Runner on first with 2 outs. Grichuk gets a single. No-hitter for Yusei today. And let's see here. Christian Walker's at the plate. Here comes the first pitch to Walker. Swing and a miss, high and inside. That was the pitch that Kikuchi needed on the last batter for that third strike. That was a beautiful, perfectly placed pitch that got him swinging. Hard to hit that one. 0-1 is the count against Walker. Ooh, oh, how could you call that a ball? Are you kidding me? 94, right on the edge of the zone. Look at that. Perfect. That was a strike, and he called it a ball. 1-1. Man, this ump. Come on now, lock it down. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. That one's in there. Fully in the zone on the outside corner. Kikuchi brings that one in just a few inches and gets the strike call. That was a beautiful pitch. Change Christian Walker's name to Striker. Strikeouter. Christian Striker. Kikuchi looking for a second strikeout of the game right here and third out of the inning. Here comes the pitch. That one's high. 95 miles an hour. 2-2. Here comes a... Nope. Kikuchi steps off the rubber. Makes a fake throw to first. Resets the pitch clock. Two pitch. Should be on the way right here, and it is. Strike three. A swing and a miss. 95 mile per hour fastball. Man, that was a good one. Just burned it by him. Whiff. That's it for the Diamondbacks in the top of the first. They get one single, but nothing comes of it. 2 strikeouts for Kikuchi already. We move into the bottom of the first. This part of the batting order gets me excited because so many good things happened yesterday. The great thing about Yordan Alvarez's home runs yesterday, he had 2 home runs back to back. And in both situations, he had a runner on from the bottom of the order and Altuve on. So he had great support. He wasn't just hitting solo home runs. I saw a highlight earlier of a guy, I can't remember which player it was. It was a highlight of a player hitting 3 home runs in one game, and one of those was a grand slam. But 2 of those home runs had nobody on, so 2 solo home runs and a grand slam. And they won the game by 1 run. And the amount of runs that they had were 7. So, in addition to the 6 runs that he drove in by himself, they were only able to score just 1 more run. The Astros yesterday wound up scoring 8 runs total. 6 of those were driven in by Yordan. So the Astros managed to score 2 extra on top of that. And I wanted to take a look and make sure. I know Altuve was on both those home runs. But who else was? Okay, Myers was on. And Dubon was on. So what I like about that is that the bottom of the Astros batting order and the top of the Astros batting order came through and got on base to give Yordan a chance to not only drive in a run from scoring position, but even to get a potential blast and give the Astros a nice lead and then later a cushion. And it worked out. Altuve's at the plate, baby. Always my personal hero in baseball. He fouls the first pitch away. That'll be ball 1. I mean, strike ball 1. Strike 1. Here comes the next pitch. That's about a foot or more out of the zone. Ball 1. 1-1. Sometimes when I look at something on the screen and I try to say something different, it comes out as whatever I'm looking at on the screen. Here comes a pitch. Wow, that one was a little low and outside, but called strike 2. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. That one's high, and Altuve hits it way up to the infield. The shortstop scoots back into the grass and picks it up. That's going to be out number 1. Wish he hadn't swung at that one. That one was out of the zone. Could have been ball 2. Those really high fastballs, not necessarily Altuve's strong suit. Although he can hit everything, that's true. but that one wasn't so easy to hit. Yordan Alvarez comes to the plate. First pitch is 92 miles an hour on the outside corner for strike one. Yordan batting .310 right now, coming off another multi-home run game yesterday. Okay, so now the umpire's calling strikes out of the zone again. 89 miles an hour outside the zone, and called strike two. 0-2 is the count. That one's in the dirt. Surprised the umpire didn't go strike three on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Are you sure this is not a strike, ump? I mean, it's right there. I mean, it's only like 4 feet out of the zone. It could be a strike. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Rodriguez. That one's hit hard down the left field line. That's going to be an extra base hit for Yordan. Opposite field all the way to the wall. He rips it down the line. At first I thought he wasn't chugging it hard enough, but he managed to get there in plenty of time. It was a long throw. So the Astros are cooking with 1 out. Runner in scoring position at second base. Yordan continues his hot streak. His batting average creeps up to .312. Yainer Diaz comes to the plate. Astros now have a hit on the board. The Diamondbacks and the Stros 1-1 so far. That first pitch is high, 89 miles an hour, ball one. Yainer holds his swing and takes the ball. One ball, no strikes. Here's the 10th pitch from Rodriguez. Fouled away by Diaz. 87 miles per hour on that one. Kyle Tucker taking a break today, watching the game from the dugout. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. 91 miles an hour up in the zone. That one's fouled back. Strike two. 1-2 is the count. One out. Yordan on second. 1-2 is the count versus Diaz. Rodriguez delivers. Aw, are you kidding me? 92 mile per hour. Way out of the zone, above the zone, and Yainer goes after it. Are you kidding me? What in the world are you thinking, man? It's pretty interesting. After the game last night, Kyle Tucker was out there warming up. Look at this. He was literally out there running and warming up and like doing a workout. Bregman is at the plate, takes the first pitch for ball one. Here comes the 1-0 pitch with 2 outs. He hits it hard to left field, guys. It's a good drive, but the left fielder is able to get over there and grab it. That's going to be out number 3. What a good hit by Bregman. He ripped it down there, but just happened to be in the glove of the left fielder. Man, he was playing way over on the line there. The Astros come away with nothing, despite Yordan getting on second with just 1 out. That's disappointing. Had 2 opportunities there and blew them both. Well, we go into the top of the second. Everything's all knotted up. D-backs and Astros, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Anything going on in the chat? Yes, we do. We have some stuff going on in the chat. Please remember to like the video, by the way. Really important for me. We've got 31 people and only 7 likes. That's highly disproportionate. Please like the video and help me get in more viewers. The Lion is here. It says, yo, the Lion, welcome back. It's good to see you. Pam, good afternoon to you too. So great to see you back. I hope you're feeling well today. The Lion says, I just saw an interesting thing looking at all-time home run stats. Love that. What did you see that was interesting, the Lion? Please share. Roldo Aguiar. Hello. Good to see you again. The Lion says Bagwell and Vladimir Guerrero tied for home runs with almost the same number of games, but Bagwell had almost double the walks. And how many more strikeouts? My icon is in the way. Let me try to, I'll just do a little icon there so I can see. 600 more strikeouts. Wow. Eugenio Suarez. Is that how you say his name? Eugenio. It looks like Eugenio. It might be Eugenio Suarez. Takes the first pitch for ball one from Kikuchi. Next pitch is on the way and in the bottom of the zone, a little below the zone, actually 94, ball two. I want to take a look at those stats again, DeLion. Give me just a second. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Kikuchi. That one's tapped just foul. That'll be strike one. Tied for home runs with almost the same number of games, but Bagwell had almost double the walks and 600 more strikeouts. 600 more strikeouts. That's crazy. Strike two against Suarez. Another foul ball there. 2-2's the count. Here comes the next pitch. Right in the zone, hit out to right field. Gamble is over, but he's not able to get to it. That's going to drop in for a hit. I thought he was going to be able to get there because he slowed up. But it drops in right in front of him. Wow, he couldn't have dove for that? It looks like he didn't hustle on that play. That's the way it appeared. It didn't pass the eye test, but I don't know. I'm not on the field, so it's hard to say. Runner on first with no outs. The leadoff batter drops in a hit. That brings up Jake McCarthy. He's showing bunt. He fouls it up. It skies in the air and goes back out of play. Don't see that very often on a bunt attempt. Look at this. Boom. I thought, man, you need to run back there at Caratini, but that ball is way out of play. One strike. McCarthy batting .292 for the season. He decides to call timeout. Suarez on first base. No outs. Here's the pitch to McCarthy. Fouled away on the left side. Strike two. Oh and 2. Yusei Kikuchi here in the top of the second, looking for the first out. That's a grounder, and it's going to get right through the hole. Looks like it's going to move the runner to third. That's unfortunate. I don't know why he made the throw over there. Gamble makes the throw to third base for some reason. Not quite sure why he decided to do that when the runner was clearly going to be able to get there in plenty of time. That was useless. It's dangerous to make that throw. Then you can advance the runner around first. I think that's a throw you don't make. It's a very soft hit, guys, by the way. It just goes right through the gap. Actually, both of these hits off Kikuchi have been very soft, not hard at all. Some kind of timeout on the field right now. Looks like there's a problem with the pitch communicator. Here comes the first pitch to Kevin Newman. Runners on the corners. Just a little outside. 87 miles an hour. Ball one. 1-0 is the count. No outs, runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. That one's hit hard to the right side. That's going to score a run. That's another single to right field. And the ball comes in pretty quick that time, so runners can't advance past second. But the Diamondbacks now have a run on the board with 3 straight singles. That's no good. 4 hits now for the Diamondbacks. 3 just now. Single, single, single. No outs. Who do you think is going to win the World Series this year? The Astros, bro. Deliance says Bagwell had 1,401 walks. Guerrero had 737. That's a bit of a difference. Essentially, almost twice the amount. That's crazy. Geraldo Perdomo comes to the plate with runners on first and second. No outs yet. Not a single out. Here comes the first pitch from Kikuchi. Perdomo swings and it bounces off the umpire. Caratini checks on him, but he seems all right. That was right on his face mask. No balls, 1 strike. Oh, 0-1 pitch to Perdomo's on the way. He bunts. Is that going to be fair? No, it's going to be foul down the third baseline. That'll be strike 2. That was not a bad idea at all. I think that was kind of smart to make it look like you're trying to hit the ball on the first pitch. On the second pitch, a surprise bunt. It was not a bad idea. He just didn't get it, thankfully. That'll be strike 2. 0-2 is the count. Astros looking for some outs here. A triple play would be awesome. When was the last time you guys saw a triple play? Have you ever seen a triple play? And I mean live. I don't mean like a replay. Have you ever seen a triple play live? I haven't, but I'd like to. That'd be kind of cool. Now would be a good opportunity for it. 2 runners on, no outs. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Perdomo. That was just a little inside, 95 miles an hour. Ball 1. The count is now 1-2. Kikuchi gets the call. Takes a look around at second. Right, takes another look. Here's the pitch. That's grounded to Pena. He goes to Altuve. Altuve to first. It's not in time. They're only going to get 1 out. Too late to get the double play, unfortunately. Now we have runners on the corners with 1 out. Unfortunately, that ball was just hit too lightly. It was a great turn by both players. The throw to first wasn't so great by Altuve, but it didn't really matter. The runner was there first. Seeing that it pulled Diaz off the bag a little bit, but the runner was already there, so it didn't matter. Jose Herrera is on the mound now. In the batter's box facing Kikuchi. Here's the first pitch. Right in there, 88 miles an hour. Breaking pitch for strike 1. Jose Herrera. Double play ball here would be great. Get the Astros out of the inning with no more damage. It's 1-0 Diamondbacks. This one's hit to right field. It's in the gap. No. Gamel's got it. He's going to throw it in, but that's going to be another run. Runner tags. And the Astros are down 2-0. Kikuchi having a bit of a rough inning. He's getting the outs now, but unfortunately that one was far enough to drive in another run. 2 earned runs now for That brings Kettle Marte up to bat. The top of the batting order is back up at the plate for the Diamondbacks. That ball is out of the zone for ball one. Up and out. 1-0 with a runner on first base. Here comes the pitch from Kikuchi. That one's fouled off. 95 miles an hour in the bottom of the zone. Counts even 1-1. Good answer. In this game, what is your prediction? What's going to be the final score of the game? I would like to see Kikuchi giving up no more than 3 runs total. If let's say that if Kikuchi keeps it together, he'll give up no more than 1 more run. But if he has problems, he might give up 4 or 5. But my hope is that this is the only inning he has trouble, and then for the rest of his pitching, he goes at least 5 innings, and he doesn't give up any more than 1 more run. Next pitch is outside for ball 2. There was a throw over to first base, but it was not a big deal. It was just a little toss over. I didn't call that because I was responding to comments. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That one was low, 88 miles per hour. Good pitch by Kikuchi right in the bottom part of the zone there, actually below the zone. Runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. Got another strikeout. So Kikuchi actually didn't look bad on the last 3 outs at all. He had a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout. The only reason that he gave up another run is because that fly out was a little too deep and they got the runner to tag. But that's it for the inning. He gives up 2 runs, but 4 hits and 2 runs. I mean, yeah, but he didn't look like he lost control or anything. And the first 3 singles weren't hit hard at all. They were very soft. I think they just got lucky with the placement. Just bad luck, I think, for Kikuchi that inning. I think it'll be all right. So, to answer your question, Aroldo, what I think is going to be the final score, I'm going to say 5-3 Astros. 5-3. It's me feeling it is. It's me feeling. It's just me feeling that I got from the booty that I found when I went out on the 7 seas. Arr. Don't know why I'm talking like a pirate. Maybe it's because it's 5:30 in the morning. Got 10 likes, guys. I need about 10 more. I'd appreciate you clicking that like button. Pretend that you're Yordan Alvarez right now, hitting another home run just by clicking that like button. If you don't click the like button, that's a strikeout, my friend. Actually, I'll say that if you don't click the like button, it's a strike. If you don't subscribe, that's a strikeout. That's on you. I was going to say that I don't make the rules, but actually I did just make those rules. Coming up in the bottom of the second, Astros due up. Jeremy Pena, Victor Caratini, and Jake Myers. First pitch to Pena is a little high and outside, 90 miles an hour. Good eye by Pena. Not going after that one. He could have, but he decided to take the ball. Good call by the ump. This one's hit hard to the left side, and that's going to be through. Good strike. 90 miles an hour right in the heart of the plate. Pena punishes it with a nice solid hit between the shortstop and third baseman. We have our flash on base for the leadoff runner, just the way I like it. I love it. I absolutely love it. No outs and Pena on base. The Astros now have 2 hits. Victor Caratini, Ben Affleck lookalike, comes to the plate. Ooh, 86 miles an hour right in the upper part of the zone. That was a nice pitch, but he took it. He took it like a, not like a man so much. He took it like not a man. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Rodriguez. Outside by more than a foot. That was a good take. He took that one like a man, like a champ. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one's hit up the middle. That's going to be down. Yes. It's misplayed by the center fielder. He came charging in like he was going to make a play on it, but he had to stop at the last minute. It almost caused him to lose it. It bounced right in front of him. Pena stops at second as a result, but man, that could have been a score by Pena if he had been able to get that ball past the center fielder. Victor Caratini, guys, with the hit. So just the Astros now have 2 singles in a row. If they get another one, they're going to start this inning off just like the Diamondbacks did. 3 straight singles. Jake the Man Myers comes to the plate. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch from Rodriguez. A little low and outside. Ball 1. Another good take and good call by the ump. Not getting crazy, either one of them. 1 ball, no strikes. On the screen it says bag still available. They're talking about the charity bags, but it makes me think of Bagwell. This one's hit hard to center field, but that's going to be playable. Myers hit it hard, but he got underneath it just way too much, and it's not really deep enough for Pena. The center fielder backs up and he brings it in pretty quick, but Pena wasn't going. Out number 1. Man, if Myers had pulled that ball and gotten less underneath it, that would have been a really good hit. Anywhere in the outfield as a line drive probably would have been a good hit. Ben Gamel comes to the plate, guys. Gamel batting for the season .275, but batting even higher than that with the Astros so far. 88 miles an hour on the outside corner. Strike 1 to Gamel. One out, runners on first and second, guys. Come on, let's move them around, Gamel. Graham Slamington. He hits this one into center field. That's going to be pretty deep. That's going to be a tag by Pena, I believe. He is able to get to third on that tag. That one's hit deep enough to move the runners over, or move Pena over. But unfortunately, 2 outs now. Runners on the corners. Big opportunity for Chas McCormick coming to the plate. 0 for 4 yesterday. He did pretty well against Cincinnati, but he did nothing yesterday. Let's see if he can do something here. Just a single would be good enough. High out of the zone, ball 1. Fake throw to third base by the catcher. One and 0 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Another high one. 91 up out of the zone. Ball 2. Good eye by Chas. If Chas just gets a walk and loads the bases for Altuve, that might be a better choice for the Astros rather than Chas trying to hit the ball. But man, if he comes through with just a hit, just a single, man, come on, it's a big deal. You need to do this. If they're going to put you in the lineup, you need to hit. I really wish they put him back in AAA though. Batting 197. Here comes the 2-0 pitch with 2 outs and runners on the corners. That's in there, bottom of the zone. Strike 1. 2-1 is the count now. I'm almost out of coffee. I'm gonna need to add a little more. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to McCormick. Outside, 88 miles an hour. The ball doesn't go anywhere. Not even Back to the Future. Womp womp. 3 balls and 1 strike. Jose Altuve on deck. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Rodriguez. Chaz hits this one to shortstop, and they go to second. And that's the final out. I'm not surprised. Ground out or strikeout, that's Chaz McCormick's MO. And he ends the Astros' chances. So despite getting runners on, are you kidding me? Astros get their first 2 runners on base, and they can't score again. They strand them again. The Astros' problems continue to haunt them. Blowing opportunities. You get Pena on base as your leadoff runner. You get another runner on base. You got 2 guys on with no outs, including your flash, your speedster at second base. And the best you can do is get 1 fly ball to bring him over to third, and that's it. Complete letdown. So in that inning, 2 hits for the Astros, no runs. Astros down by 2 after 2, going into the top of the third. Corbin Carroll is going to be due up to face Yusei Kikuchi, who's now at 37 pitches already. Almost 20 pitches per inning so far for Kikuchi on average. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Just 10 likes. 21 people following along, but only 10 likes. Still disproportionate. If you guys can take a moment to click that like button, I'd appreciate it. I would consider that not quite a home run, maybe a double or triple, just by clicking the like button. Best pitcher in the MLB right now. Which one are you talking about? I think you asked recently. You asked the other day, didn't you? Who's going to win the Super Bowl? I have no idea. Don't really care, but if I had to pick a team, I would just say the Bengals because I like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is awesome. But other than that, I really don't care. I don't have a team. If the Bengals don't win, that'd be cool if the Texans could win. But really, like I said, I don't watch NFL anymore. I don't care. All I usually like is to see the Saints lose because I just don't like the Saints. The Saints and the Cowboys, I just want both those teams to lose as much as possible. Here comes the first pitch to Corbin Carroll. He takes that one for strike 1. Good pitch by Yusei, 94 miles an hour. Right in the center of the zone. Here comes the next pitch. Curveball caught by Diaz at first. See, Kikuchi gets over there and just barely gets his foot on the base in time for out number 1. Wow, that was a hustle play. Corbin Carroll booked it down the line. Yusei was able to just barely beat him. Man, Carroll's not a slow runner. Yeah, he just barely beat him. Take a look at this. Diaz had to play way over to get that ball. Just barely beat him. Look at that. Good play by both guys. 1 away. Randall Grichuk comes to the plate again. This will be the 40th pitch of the game for Kikuchi. That one's way outside, 84 miles an hour for ball 1. Kikuchi looks unhappy with himself after that pitch. Oops, I missed the replay there. Next pitch is just outside. Oh man, I thought that was going to be ball 2. That was a couple of inches out of the zone, but the umpire called it a strike. Wow, he's called balls that were closer than that. Balls. This one's hit hard to left field. The next pitch, I'm sorry, center field. Myers floats back quickly, gets underneath it, sets up, and puts it away for out number 2. Good play by Myers. Myers is such a pro when it comes to fielding balls like this. That's how you're supposed to play, guys. For those of you who are young and want to know how you field in the outfield or under a fly ball, that's how you do it. You get to where you think the ball is going to be, and you get set up. If at all possible, you don't take your eye off of it, and you just run to that spot, get set up underneath it, and make a good catch. That's textbook. Christian Walker comes to the plate. First pitch to him is 79 miles an hour on the outside. Too far out. Ball one. 2 outs, no runners on. This is looking more like the first inning than the second. That's good. That pitch is way high. 94 miles an hour. Ball two. Here comes the next pitch. This one's hit straight up by Walker. Caratini goes back. Does he have room to get it? Just a little too far out of play. It bounces right into the front of the crowd over the net. So Caratini's not able to get to it. Look how close that was. That'll be strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike. The best pitcher in the MLB from the Astros. Are you asking me who? Who is the best pitcher for the Astros right now? It's kind of hard to say, but I think the numbers show that Hunter Brown is doing great, but Fromber's doing a little bit better. So Fromber probably number 1 right now. Next pitch from Kikuchi is way outside. That's ball 3. 87 miles an hour, misses the zone by a good bit. Here's the next pitch, 3-1 pitch. Wow, that would have been ball 4. It was way low, but he took a big whiff at it. Got nothing but air. Whip. He takes a timeout. Walker, whose new name, I've dubbed him Striker because he's a striker outer. He's going to strike out right here. I feel it. I feel it. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. That's hit hard but foul. 88 miles an hour off into the stands. Count remains full. Here's the pitch. 96 mile per hour high fastball. A little out of the zone, but a swing and another foul ball. Count remains 3-2. Kikuchi now up to his 50th pitch with this next delivery. It would be nice if he could get out of the inning with this one right here. Limit the amount of pitches that he's thrown. Here it comes. Bounced foul again. 88 miles an hour. In the lower left part of the zone, just barely got a hold of by Walker. I'm sorry, Striker. Gotta use my nicknames here. Put some juju on these guys. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes a pitch. That's grounded to third base. Bregman scoops it up, fires over to first. A little low, but no problem for Diaz. Picks it up for out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down for Kikuchi. You know, with plenty of time on that throw, Bregman sure did make a bad throw, but thankfully Diaz is able to stretch out there and grab it for out number 3. We're going to go into the bottom of the third. So that's the best inning so far for Kikuchi. 3 up and 3 down. So he calms down. Actually, he didn't look like he even had the jitters despite giving up 2 runs in the second. It looked like he was on his game. Just a couple of bad luck moments, but was able to get out of it. He was right on in that inning. He did have 1 full count, but all is well. In the bottom of the third, my personal hero, Jose Altuve, comes to the plate. Batting .297 right now. Followed by Yordan Alvarez and Yainer Diaz. We got the top of the batting order, guys. I feel good about this right now. Altuve Alvarez, Diaz, Bregman, and Pena. For some reason, I'm feeling the love right now. It's going to be a good inning, guys. It's good inning, guys and gals. Let's take a look at the chat. How many people we've got watching? 25 people watching. How many likes now? Have we moved up from 10? Yes, but only by one. Just 11 likes. If 50% of all of you were to like my video, I would have at least one more like right now. I'd have at least 12. Please like the video. Please do it. Better Jeremy Pena or Alvarez? Well, that's do you actually know the Astros, Haroldo? Because some of these questions don't really make sense. I think if you know the Astros, you wouldn't ask such questions. The answer to that question is obvious. If you don't know, if you're asking that question, it means that you really don't know the Astros, I think. It leads me to wonder why you're asking these questions. Jeremy Pena is a good player, but he's no Yordan Alvarez. That's obvious. First pitch to Altuve. Oh, that was not the first pitch. Altuve bunts it to third, but it goes foul. It's going to be strike two. Apparently, I missed the first pitch. And when I went back to the screen, it was already on the second pitch. That's the third pitch right there on that bunt attempt. That was not a bad idea. Third baseman was nowhere near. I mean, he was playing really deep. Look how deep he is. You can see it here in just a moment. They show it from a different angle right there. Look how deep he is. Next pitch to Altuve is out of the zone for ball two. I mean, yeah, that's ball two. That's right. 2-2. Getting confused here. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. In there, hit hard to left center. That's going to be down double for Altuve. He's running to second. All the way to the wall that ball goes. Perfect hit in the gap for Altuve. Awesome. Beautiful leadoff hit by Altuve, who makes it to second, no problem. A 2-2 fastball clubbed into left center field. Beautiful leadoff hit. Beautiful. Yordan Alvarez comes to the plate with no outs and Altuve on second. Here comes the first pitch from Rodriguez. Inside corner low, 91 miles an hour, strike one. It looks like Rodriguez is trying to pitch to Alvarez. I wonder if that's a good idea. A lot of pitchers have been trying to pitch around him. Looks like Rodriguez is trying to get it in the zone. Let's see if it backfires on him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's a little too far inside for ball one. The count is even. Punish him, Alvarez. Teach him what happens when he puts the ball in the zone. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. This one's hit to center field. Is it going to get down? Yes, it is. Altuve knew that was going to be down. He was off and running. He didn't even wait to see. He rounded third, but he held up at third base. But good read by Altuve on that hit. He knew that it was going to be down. Excellent, excellent base running by the experienced Jose Altuve. I love it when Altuve is really paying attention and focused in the game because he's able to do stuff like that. That soft serve into center field by Alvarez moves him over to third. Now we have runners on the corner with no outs. Yainer Diaz at the plate. Diaz hits it to shortstop. That's going to score a run. They go for two, and they do get it, but Altuve scores. So I was correct that I felt good about the top of the batting order. They do manage to get one run as Altuve crosses the plate. Unfortunately, no RBI for Diaz, but Astros get on the board 2-1. They half the score. Alex Bregman comes to the plate, and he actually did smack the mess out of the ball his last at bat. But luckily for the Diamondbacks, they had the left fielder playing way over. That one looked like a strike, but they called it a ball in the lower inside corner. Second pitch, way outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Bregman. Let's see if Bregman can get himself a nice solid hit this time. Ooh, swing and a miss. Thought he was going to hit that one. I'm surprised he didn't get underneath it. Bregman's usually underneath the ball. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs and no runners on. Bregman hits that one hard down the line, but once again, the third baseman is playing right on the line. They are really playing the pool on Bregman. Good catch, bad throw, and another good catch by the first baseman. A terrible throw by the third baseman. But excellent play on the other end, I have to say, by their first baseman to snatch it out of the dirt. But, you know what? It's pretty interesting because I just felt like this first part of the batting order was going to do something, and they did. The Astros do come away with 1 run at least. But luckily, we're only down by 1, 2-1. We're going to go into the top of the 4th in just a moment. Yusei Kikuchi is going to be back on the mound. He's at 51 pitches so far this game. Still a bit too many pitches. This game per inning on average for Kikuchi. Right now, he is averaging 17 pitches per game. I don't like seeing him averaging more than 15. Of course, I prefer 12 or less, but 15 is kind of the max. If he's able to do 15, then he can go 6 innings at least. If he can do 12 or less, he could go potentially close to the 9th inning. He's going to be facing Suarez, McCarthy, and Newman here in just a moment. The 5, 6, I can't speak right now, 6 o'clock in the morning. The 5th, 6th, and 7th batter in the order. First pitch comes in to Suarez, and it's right in there for strike 1. Good pitch. Here comes the second pitch. On the outside corner, 95, skied out to right field. Gamble all the way back to the warning track. Man, that was close. That was skied up there. If he had straightened that one out more, that would have been gone. But luckily, the park is big enough to contain it. Out number 1 with just 2 pitches. Let's do that again. Just 2 pitches to each batter, 3 outs. Let's do that. 6 pitches this inning. That'll help you out a lot. Jake McCarthy comes to the plate. First pitch, he grounds to Altuve. Altuve makes a great catch and spins around on his knees and throws to first for out number 2. 1 pitch to him, and that's the second out. Look at that catch by Altuve. Good play. Beautiful. 3 pitches, 2 outs. Kevin Newman comes to the plate. Do I have enough? No, I need some more hot water in my kohi. Kohi. If you want to know how to say coffee in Japanese, that's how you say it. Kohi. First pitch to Newman is right in there, 80 miles an hour for strike 1. Take a look at this. Whip. Here comes the next pitch. That one's a little low. Good 5 inches below the zone. That'll even the count, 1-1. Five pitches in this inning now for Kikuchi. Here comes the 6th. This one's hit hard to left field. Is that going to be all the way to the wall? It is gone. Kevin Newman homers to left field. That's disappointing. So 3-1. 3-1 Diamondbacks. That was unfortunate. I want to see that replay. See where that ball was located. It was a fastball. Fastball tends to be the one that they hit out. 95 miles an hour. Just a little up, but not too much up and in. It should have been higher. The placement was not good. Yeah. 3-1. 5 hits now for both teams. 5 for the Astros, 5 for the Diamondbacks. Astros down by 2. Kikuchi gives up his 3rd run. This is where I hope the runs end for Kikuchi. Geraldo Perdomo comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch. 95 right in the middle of the plate there. Fouled away. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Perdomo. High and outside. That will even the count. 1-1. Here comes the pitch. 86 miles an hour, just a little outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Oh, man. That was in the lower part of the zone. He did not get the call. That'll be ball 3. But I think that was a terrible frame by Caratini. He brought it up way too much, I think. It threw the umpire off. That's my guess. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch to Perdomo. That one's in there. It's hit sky high to left field. Pena is over. It looks like he's going to make the play right out of bounds. He's able to quickly get over there and get underneath it. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning, so that'll be it, but not before Kikuchi gives up an unfortunate solo home run. Astros down 3-0 going into the bottom of the 4th. Coming up for the Astros, Jeremy Pena, Victor Caratini, and Jake Myers. Let's see what we got going on in the chat and in the video. Got 14 likes, guys. Thank you so much. But 32 people and only 14 likes. That's a discrepancy. Help me get this up to at least 20 likes. I need 6 more to get to 20. Thank you very much. I'd appreciate that. I'm just asking you. Well, Aroldo, tell me which player is your favorite. Tell me why. Can you do that? The Lion says nice. Yeah. There goes my man. I'll bring him in. Yeah. Kikuchi needs to stay in the game, I think. Yeah, I think so too. Like I said, I don't mind typically the Astros pitchers giving up 3 runs as long as they can hold that through about 2/3 of the game. My problem is with the Astros bats. The Astros bats need to be hitting the ball. They can't be stranding runners. If the Astros had scored 1 base runner, just 1 base runner in scoring position each time they had an opportunity, this game would be tied right now. Actually, they would have had the lead until that solo home run. So the bats are the only letdown so far, because despite 5 hits, the Astros have stranded multiple runners. And that is unacceptable. If Kikuchi can lock it down and give up no more runs, I have no problem. But I do have a problem with the Astros stranding runners. That cannot be done. Eduardo Rodriguez is back on the mound. He's at 41 pitches. He'll be facing Jeremy Pena. Pena has a really nice hit. He's 1 for 1 today. Here comes the first pitch from Rodriguez. Wow, that one was lined to back to the back wall there. Strike one. Boop. That was funny. Caratini's on deck. Look at his reaction to that foul ball by Pena. It's funny. Next pitch is in there for strike two. Swing and a miss by Pena. Shouldn't have been swinging at that one, though. 0-2. Come on, Pena. You got to get on base, buddy. You have to. That one's outside. Similar pitch to the last one, but Pena lays off, as he should. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, man. You got to get on base. We need you on base. That one's in the dirt. Gets past the catcher. Ball 2. Boink. Nice bouncer. That one also went over towards Caratini. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This one's tapped up the shortstop. It might be a difficult play. He fires over. Did they get him? Man, that was close. I don't know about that. I'd take another look at it. That was really close. Pena, man, it looks like he beat that. They're going to show a replay. Wow, that was so close. Wow, it couldn't have been closer than that. I mean, look how close. Boom, look at that. But it looks like he did beat the throw. They're not going to challenge it. I mean, it looks like the throw got there first, rather. They're not going to challenge it. That's out number 1. Man, Pena almost gets on with that infield hit. Caratini comes to the plate. First pitch is a little low out of the zone. 91 miles an hour. Ball 1. Man, Pena was only a couple of inches off the bag there. One ball, no strikes to Victor Caratini. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, low part of the zone. It just barely nicked the bottom of the zone, but the umpire laid off. Ball 2. Caratini also had a single his last at bat. He's 1 for 1. That pitch is way outside. Ball 3. 3-0. Might have a base runner here for Jake Myers, who's on deck. Here comes the pitch. And wow, despite a really telegraphing catch by the catcher on the inside, that one's called strike. Umpire called that one despite the bad catch by the catcher. That one's low. Ball 4. Good one. Good take. It was close, but it was just below the zone. That was a good call by the umpire, not calling that one a strike. Look how close this was. 4 balls, 1 strike. Victor Caratini jogs to first base, drawing the walk. Good at bat by Caratini. Very patient. Jake Myers comes to the plate. He had a fly out in the 2nd inning. He made some contact. See if he can do something here. Here comes the pitch. 91 miles an hour on the inside corner. He fouls it away. Strike 1. I need my spoon. Gotta stir my coffee. No balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch to Myers. Swing and a miss. That ball was a few inches outside. The Myers count is on. 0-2. Caratini on first base with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Astros down 3-1. Both teams have 5 hits. See if Myers can move Caratini around. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He'll check swing. He doesn't go. Low and outside, 87 miles an hour. Ball 1. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Myers. Oh, it hit him. Hit him on the arm, on the elbow. Luckily, he doesn't look injured. He takes off his elbow guard. Man, it's a good thing he had that on. Myers will go to first base. Actually, it got him on the arm. It missed his pad and hit him on the forearm. That's going to smart. Look at that. Just barely missed the pad and got him on the arm there. Ben Gamble comes to the plate, guys. We got 1 out, 2 runners on. Caratini on second. Myers on first. 1 out. Ben Gamble Slamington. Ben Gamble at the plate, takes ball 1 low. This is a good opportunity to take the lead. Gamble, smack it out into right field. That was low and outside. Ball 2. Rodriguez having a hard time now with the past few batters. Throwing it in the zone. He's up to 57 pitches. Seems to be kind of losing some control here. 2-0 is the count. Here comes the next pitch. A little outside, ball 3. 3-0. Misses the zone by a couple of inches. Good call by the ump. Laying off on that one. 3 balls and no strikes. Here comes the pitch. A little low and outside. Barely misses the corner of the zone. Good non-call by the ump. Ball 4. 4 straight pitches to Gamble, and the bases are loaded. How do you like that? And that brings up our powerhouse, Chas McCormick, guys. Chas McCormick comes to the plate with bases loaded. With 1 out. Bases loaded for Blast McCormick. Someone said Chance. Who said that? I noticed in the feed in the live chat the other day, someone called him Chance. I was trying to come up with nicknames for all these guys, and someone called him Chance McCormick. That's pretty good. I like that, Chance McCormick. 59 pitches for Rodriguez, and they are having a real serious meeting on the mound right now. They're all out there. The coaches out there. They're like, man, this is Chas McCormick. You know, he's the big guy. You got to watch him. You know. Rodriguez is like, listen, coach, I don't think I can do it. And coach says, listen, I believe in you. I think you can do it. He's like, I don't know. He is Chance McCormick. He has a big chance right here. That's for sure. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We got about 30 people following. Just 18 likes. I need 2 more to get to 20. Please help me out with just 2 more likes. That would be great. Bases are loaded with 1 out. Chance McCormick at the plate, and here comes the pitch. Low and outside, 88 miles per hour. Ball 1, another ball. That's about 5 or 6 straight balls thrown by Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. That one's barely in there. Man, he just barely squeaks it in the upper outer part of the zone. Strike 1. 1-1 to McCormick. Come on, Chaz. Don't let us down. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, 88. Up and out. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2. Astros aren't ranked really well with bases loaded this season. That one's outside. Evens up the count. 2-2. Good take by Chaz, not swinging at that garbage. 2-2. Chaz actually bats over 400 with bases loaded for his career, and he hits one through, guys. Chas McCormick comes through by hitting one through the third between the third baseman and the shortstop. It's going to score 2 runs, guys. 2-run RBI for McCormick. Caratini comes in. Myers comes in. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Chance McCormick. 2-run single for McCormick on that low pitch. Look how far he went down to get that. That's awesome. Jose Altuve comes to the plate. Runners on first and second. I think I accidentally made the runners incorrect. There we go. I just corrected it. Ball 1 to Altuve. Here's the next pitch. That one's in the dirt. Ball 2. They're not pitching to Altuve. Rodriguez continues to struggle with his control. He's up to 66 pitches now. Runners on first and second for Altuve. Altuve could blow this game open right here. And he's just the man to do it for me. Just the man. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that was a high fastball, just a little outside of the zone. Altuve has a little discussion with the umpire about that. That was not a strike. Not for a guy like Altuve. You can't be calling that stuff, ump. Come on. Here comes the pitch, 2-1. On the outside corner, that was right on the corner of the zone. Strike 2, that evens the count. Crowd is not too happy about the calls right now. That one you can't argue with too much, but that last call was bad. Should be 3-1, but it's 2-2 right now with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch to Altuve. Altuve fouls that one back, high in the zone. He could have let that one go, but, you know, maybe the umpire would have called it a strike since it was way out of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This will be the 70th pitch of the game for Eduardo Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Here's the pitch to Altuve. Altuve hits it out to left field. Shortstop is able to float back and grab it. Unfortunately, that'll be out number 2. Man, too much air underneath it. If it had been less high, it could have dropped in for a single. Out number 2, Yordan Alvarez comes to the plate. Just like yesterday, Alvarez has 2 guys on base. He might have himself another 3-run homer. How would you like that? 3 3-run homers in 2 games? That would be awesome. This season, Alvarez is batting .378 versus left-handers. Here comes the first pitch. Nope, umpire calls a timeout. He says it's a pitching clock violation by the pitcher. Look at this. He's like, hey, dude, time, bro. Ball 1. As a result, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Yordan Alvarez, the big man himself, at the plate, 2 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. He hits it hard to right field. He does it again. Another hit by Alvarez. Ben Gamel's going to be in to score, guys. Astros up 4-3. Yordan Alvarez with that rip to right field. Brings in Gamel. There we go. 3 for 3. Yordan continues to torch left-handers. And have a great game. Man, 3 for 3. He is tearing it up this series. Wow. Since 1974, highest batting average by left-handers, Yordan is in the top 4. Yainer Diaz is at the plate now, with runners on first and second, 2 outs. First pitch is a swing and foul tip for strike 1. Rod Carew, Tony Gwynn, and Ichiro Suzuki are the only ones that had a better batting average for left-handers in a season. Yordan Alvarez is in the 4th position. 1 ball, 1 strike to Diaz. Here comes the pitch. High fastball. Diaz can't get it. Strike 2, 1-2. Diaz is 0 for 2 today. struck out, grounded into a double play, but that did score a run. Here comes a 1-2 pitch to Diaz. That one's fouled back. 92 high and inside. But he stays alive by getting the bat on it. Not a good pitch to be swinging at, though. Bottom of the fourth, the Astros have 3 runs on the board. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. The pitch to Yiner is outside by a good foot. The count is even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here comes the pitch. Diaz bounces it towards third, a slow roller. Oh my gosh, he misplays it. All runners are safe. The third baseman misplays it. All he had to do was grab it and step on third base, but he got ahead of himself. He didn't pay attention to the ball, and he lost it. Astros have bases loaded again with 2 outs. All he had to do there was pick it up and step on the base. Just pick it up and step on the base, and he couldn't do that. He had one job, and he couldn't do it. Bloop, bloop. That was such a gimme play, and he just missed it. Good for the Astros. Alex Bregman comes to the plate. First pitch is fouled off. Oh, I'm sorry, he did not foul that one off. I was not paying attention. He missed it. Either way, it's the same result. Strike one. 0-1 with bases loaded. 2 outs. 7 grand slams for Bregman this year. That one's high and inside. 7 for the... I said this year. 7 grand slams for Bregman this year. Can you imagine? In his career. I'm sorry, in his career. That was a ball. 1-1 is the count. A little high. 93 miles an hour. Ball 2. 7 grand slams in 1 year. Can you imagine? Bregman would be tearing it up if he had 7 grand slams in 1 year. That's crazy. Here's the next pitch. Low. Ball 3. Bregman is probably not the guy you want to be pitching to with bases loaded if you're not throwing strikes. That's a 3-1 count, guys, on Alex Bregman. Astros might get another run on a walk. If it's nowhere near the zone, just let it go. Oh, he could have let that one go. Why did he swing? It was way up and in. That was a ball 4, and Bregman fouled it off. What are you doing? Look at that. That would have been a walk right there. Come on now. Wow. I don't even want to read that stat. Bregman has left 37 people on base with bases loaded. Ball 4, he does it. He finally takes it. Takes the high pitch. Astros walk in another run. Astros get another walked-in run, rather. And get another run by walk. There we go. Boom. He didn't swing at that one. Good job. 5-3, Astros. That's what I'm talking about. But you know, they just now have somebody going in the bullpen. Dylan Floro. Dylan Floro is going in the bullpen right now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch to Pena is on the outside corner. Strike 1. Dylan Floro. It's an interesting name, Floro. Here comes the next pitch by to Pena, rather. Outside. Ball 1. Hmm. 1-1 is a pitch to Pena. Outside again. Ball 2. Rodriguez continues to struggle getting the ball in the zone. He's now up to 86 pitches in this game. 86 pitches in the 4th inning. Runners on all bases right now. Bases are loaded. Oh! Pena swings at a pitch way below the zone. That would have been ball 3. What are you doing there, Pena? Just let that crap go. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Come on. Come on, Pena. Big hit. Big hit here. 7 hits for the Astros so far. 4 runs this inning. Let's add some more. This one's hit to center field, but that's going to be playable, unfortunately. Man. Yeah, out number 3. Fly ball to center field. Man, come on. You can't leave bases loaded. Even with 2 outs, I think you can't leave bases loaded. You got to get that. Astros do come away with 4, but I feel like it should have been 6. It should have been 6. Despite them scoring so many runs, I'm still disappointed. Leaving bases loaded, man. Bases loaded. And swinging at pitches out of the zone. What's with you guys? Swinging at these terrible pitches. Why? 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 Man. Trying to find a picture for Dylan Floro while he was with the Nationals. Do they have a picture for him at Arizona? Yeah, there we go. I finally found one. Okay. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but they don't have an updated picture for him with no background, but it's good enough for my purposes right now. I gotta quickly save it. More than probably they will bring Floro in the next inning. Kikuchi's about to be back up on the mound. He's at 62 pitches right now. I need to clear the bases on my screen. There we go. First pitch by Kikuchi is a strike. More than 20 minutes for that half an inning, guys. Or that whole inning, rather. That next pitch looks like a foul ball. It's going to be strike 2. Kikuchi ahead in the count. Jose Herrera at the plate. 0-2 is the count. That pitch is high and outside, 94 miles an hour. Ball 1. I was updating some information on the screen for you guys. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt, but fouled away. Caratini is not going to be able to get to it in time. And Herrera gets to first on a strikeout. That's just ridiculous. A good strikeout pitch, and Caratini doesn't stop the ball. Kind of a lazy attempt at a catch by Caratini there causes the Diamondbacks to get their leadoff runner. Look at this, kind of lazy on that, I think. Diaz makes that catch, I believe. Caratini just got a little lazy on it. First pitch to Ketel Marte is in the dirt for ball 1. 0 for 2 today is Marte with a pop out and a strikeout. Here's the next pitch. A little bit of a delay by Yusei. Now here's the delivery. That's in there for a strike. A swing and a miss by Marte. 87 miles an hour. Nice pitch. Little slider action going on. Whip. This will be the 69th pitch of the game for Kikuchi. 1-1. Ooh, nice. Right in the very bottom of the zone. Just barely catching that bottom part for strike 2. Close. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Outside and low. 87 miles an hour. That evens the count. 2-2. Marte at the bat. Runner on first, no outs. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away over on the right side. Count remains 2-2. There it is, the line. You're right. There it is, baby. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. This time, Caratini's able to catch the ball. It was not in the dirt. It was a little high. Good pitch by Kikuchi, well placed. 87 miles an hour. Oh, Caratini got nicked by that backswing. Marte immediately checked on him, and he said he was all right. It was nice of Marte to check on him. He's like, "Are you all right, dude? You all right?" Yeah, he didn't get him too hard, luckily. First pitch to Carroll is in there. Strike one, right on the corner. Wait a second. No. That was called ball. This umpire is so strange, man. Sometimes he calls a ball, and it sounds like he says, "Strike," but it's a ball. Next pitch is also out for a ball. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, 1 runner on first. Here comes the pitch. Kikuchi gets the outside corner that time. After 3 attempts, he finally gets that outside corner. Strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Carroll. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Carroll hits that one to right field, and that's going to be down for a hit. Runner is going to hold up at second. Now they have runners on first and second with 1 out. That brings up Randall Grichuk. 6 hits now for the Diamondbacks. Grichuk is 1 for 2 today, batting .279 for the season. Sweet Richard says Alex's days with the Astros are numbered. You're probably right. You're probably right. Unless he just, from now until the end of the year, unless he just really blows it up. It might be. I do think that he's a good third baseman. But just so inconsistent at the plate. Finally, Grichuk steps into the box. I don't know what the delay was in the game right there. But finally, he's in the box. Umpire calls timeout. The umpire calls a pitch clock violation on Kikuchi, but he doesn't quite understand why. The umpire comes out and he was pointing at Kikuchi and telling him to look at the batter. This is the second time that the umpire has warned Kikuchi about paying attention to the batter. But then he turns it from a warning into a pitch clock violation. So it's going to be ball 1. Don't quite understand what was going on there. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Grichuk. Outside, ball 2. So 1 pitch, but ball 2. He didn't really like that. Kikuchi was bothered. He didn't understand what the deal was, but 2 balls, no strikes. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 86 miles an hour in the lower inside corner. Good pitch by Kikuchi. Two balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch to Grichuk. That one's way outside. Kikuchi is a little unhappy with himself after that pitch. He kind of walks off the mound, clearly dissatisfied. 3 balls and 1 strike with 2 runners on. We need a double play ball here. Come on, Kikuchi, you can do it. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. This one's grounded to third, Possible double play. Fires over to second. The runner slides into Altuve and knocks him down. Altuve is not able to throw to first. The crowd is booing. Look at that. Holy crap. Bregman makes the catch and the throw to Altuve, and then Altuve just gets... He tried to jump over. He actually tried to jump over the runner, but he couldn't. Look at that. You'd think there would be some kind of rule there, and that would be a double play, but they don't give it to him. They just get one out. So we've got runners on the corners with 2 outs, and that brings up Christian Walker to the plate. That was messed up. Why didn't they... What's with the slide rule? The slide rule does not apply there. First pitch is a ball, a little bit out of the zone, a little high. Man. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runners on the corners. Fouled off. Foul tip off of Caratini's glove. That'll be strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Christian Walker is over 2 today. Let's make it over 3. Yusei Kikuchi delivering the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, 96, a little high. Almost wanted to swing on that one, but he held back. Ball 2. They've now got Hector Neris out in the bullpen warming up. This pitch, next pitch, is hit high by Christian Walker. It looks like it's going to float out of play over behind the Astros dugout, and it does. That'll be strike 2. The count is even, 2-2. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kikuchi looking to preserve the Astros lead right now. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one's hit hard to left field. Is it going to be playable? Yes. Pena is actually way out there. That was not hit as hard or as far as I thought it was. It floats up. A little bit more air under it than I thought. Pena's able to go back and get that. And Kikuchi loving it. Look at the reaction. Really happy. He shakes his head at first, but the reaction to the catch, really happy about that. I love how Kikuchi always shows so much appreciation for his defense. I absolutely love it. He gets through 5, guys. Kikuchi gets through 5 innings. And the score right now is what I predicted, actually. That Kikuchi would give up 3 runs and the Astros would score 5. Right now, the score is exactly what I predicted for the game, 5-3. If it remains like this, that's going to be hilarious. That means that I predicted it accurately. But we'll see. We will see. 20 likes. Got there. Awesome. You see, I've got 44 people watching. Thank you for joining so much. That's typically what happens when I get at least 20 likes in the live stream. Start to get more people coming in. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Geaux Stros. I hope that you will like the video at the very least. And if you are interested in the Astros games, please subscribe. I'm going to be calling not only their regular games as often as possible throughout the rest of the season, but into the playoffs. And I might be calling some other playoff games as well. My plan actually is to be calling some LSU Tiger games, but I haven't started that yet because right now the timing is not good. And since it's late in the season for the Astros, these games are really important. The Tigers are actually playing today, but the game is not a really big, important game. They're not playing a powerhouse team, so it should be a destruction derby. The Tigers should destroy the other team. I can't remember even which team they're playing. It's It's an out-of-conference weak team. Who's coming to the plate for the Astros? Victor Caratini, who's 1 for 1 today. Jake Myers, and then Ben Gamel. There's no way that Rodriguez is still in the game. I'm sure he's out, but let's see who's actually on the mound. 7 hits and 5 runs for the Astros. 6 hits and 3 runs for the Diamondbacks. Dylan Floro is in, so I was correct to go ahead and change the screen to Dylan Floro. He's on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He'll be facing Victor Caratini. Victor Caratini. Here comes the first pitch from Floro. He's got a very interesting slow delivery. That's a ball outside to Caratini, 89 miles an hour. He keeps his face in his glove. It doesn't even look like he's pitching that hard. Next pitch is low, 81 miles an hour. That was definitely not hard. I think my daughter could have hit that. 2 balls, no strikes. Any comments in the chat? You're right. Your predictions were right. Yeah, that's right. 3-5. It's right now. Another ball, inside and low, 3-0 to Caratini. Good eye, not going after any of those pitches out of the zone, even close. Here comes the next pitch. And that could have been ball 4. It was just outside the zone, but the umpire is like, you know what the hey, strike 1. Why not? 3 balls and 1 strike. Should have been ball 4. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That one's in the zone, but fouled off by Caratini. So the very first pitch actually in the zone, an actual strike. Caratini swings and fouls it away. So he's got a better eye than the umpire does. Full count. Here comes the pitch. That one's almost in the dirt. Caratini swinging that one, unfortunately. Fouls it off, luckily. But that would have been ball 4. Another full count pitch on the way from Dylan Floro. Caratini swings at this one, hits it down the line, but right into the glove of the first baseman, who tosses it to Floro and steps on first for the first out. That's unfortunate. Caratini could have had a walk, but unfortunately grounds out. That brings up Jake Myers with 1 out, no runners on. One error for the Diamondbacks, and that would be the play at third base, I believe. The grounder that he could not handle. Big play for the Astros on that. That first pitch to Myers is right in there. 88 miles an hour, strike 1. Good pitch. That one was a nice one to be swinging at. Here comes the second pitch. Low and outside. That evens the count. 1-1. It's almost 7 o'clock in the morning here, guys. What time is it where you are? I'm sure we've got several people listening in right now, following along that are in different places. 90 miles an hour on that pitch. Right in the middle outer part of the corner, or of the zone rather. Not in the corner. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Floro. Oh, are you kidding me? 91 miles an hour, a good couple of inches off the plate or out of the zone, and called strike 3. Look at that. Umpire expanding the plate arbitrarily. What is it with these umpires being so inconsistent? Out number 2. First pitch to Ben Gamel is in the outside corner for strike 1. Next pitch is in the dirt. Bounces right behind the plate. Are you sure that that's not a strike, ump? Ball 1. 1-1. Here comes the next pitch to Gamble. Gamble swings at that one. Not much of a swing. Low and outside. Completely misses it. Probably realized as he started the swing that he shouldn't be swinging. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the strikeout for Gamble. So cynical. High and inside, taken for ball 2. 2-2. 89 miles an hour on that pitch. Two pitches on the way. That's hit hard, but to the first baseman. He tosses it to the pitcher again for out number 3. So for the first out of the inning, it's first baseman to Floro. And the last out of the inning is first baseman to Floro. That's it for the Astros. Nothing doing in the bottom of the 5th. So after having a really nice 4th, the Astros come back and look absolutely terrible in the bottom of the 5th. Astros with 7 hits overall, no errors, 5 runs. Diamondbacks with 6 hits, 1 error, 3 runs, going into the top of the 6th inning. Five, 2, 3. My guess is that going into the 6th, we might not see Kikuchi. I don't know. It's hard to say. He's at 85 pitches. What do you guys think? Cesar Rios says 2:30 p.m. Southern California. Nice. What's the weather like down there right now? I'm curious about that. We had a typhoon come through recently, and of course the temperature went down. That's how it works over in Japan. Typically when there's rain or a typhoon or something like that, the temperature goes down. And then after the typhoon left, we had some cool air and really nice, beautiful, cool days. 2 days in a row. And it felt like, oh, autumn is here. But then it went right back to being really hot. But today, I think that it's going to be back up to about 32 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? It's still pretty hot. That's 89.5 degrees. So the high today is 89.5 degrees. And it is humid. So it's going to be another warm, humid day. I'm thinking that after this game, I've got a little bit of time to do homework. I'm going to go down to the local cafe for just 500 yen, which is basically about $3.50. I can get, guys, that might be a home run, and it is. While I'm trying to tell you something, Kikuchi is pitching on the mound again, gives up another home run, this time to Suarez. The second pitch, right into the Crawford boxes. Crowd's not too happy about that. It's 4-5 Astros. Maybe it's time for Kikuchi to come out, take a rest. Yeah, that slider just stayed over the plate too much. It should have been a little lower. It's a good swing by Suarez. Jake McCarthy comes to the plate. Looks like he tries to bunt there, fouls it off. That's strike 1. No outs here in the top of the 6th, but Diamondbacks already on the board this inning with a home run. I was thinking about food, and Kikuchi was probably, his mind was probably on something else too. That pitch is in there for a strike. 0-2 against McCarthy. This will be the 90th pitch for Kikuchi. Here it comes. Ooh, just barely missed the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Man, that was close. Just a couple inches outside the zone. Not a bad pitch, but here comes a 1-2 pitch. That one's hit up the middle on a breaking ball. Pena fires over. What a beautiful play by Pena. He scoops it up fast, fires it over to first to get the out. Man, good play to quickly get it over there. Look how fast that was. Man, Pena looking like a gold glover there. He is a gold glover. He's had some struggles recently, but man, that was a great play. Out number 1. That brings up Kevin Newman. I believe Newman is the one who had the last solo home run against Kikuchi, if I'm not mistaken. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Yeah, he actually had a single and a home run. 2 RBIs for Newman. 0-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball, low in the zone, 81 miles an hour, fouled away. That was a good pitch. That was the one that should have been, the placement should have been on that home run toss. That one wouldn't have been so easy to hit out. Probably would have been a strike or a foul ball instead of a home run. 0-2 is the count. Kikuchi takes a moment to get a breather. Astros now tied up with hits, 7 hits for each team. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and outside, fouled off, 87 miles an hour. Count remains 0-2. 94 pitches now for Kikuchi. Here comes the pitch. In the dirt, check swing. Did he go? They say he did not. That'll be ball 1. That was not a bad pitch. It got him to go around a little bit. Almost fooled him. Man, that was close. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, no runners on. Here comes the next pitch to Newman. Another check swing on the outside corner. This one wasn't close. He didn't quite go around. That's going to be ball 2. The count is even. Let's get you another strikeout here, Kikuchi. Come on. He did get it 88 miles an hour in the bottom of the zone or below the zone. Swing and a miss. He gets the K. Boom. Perfectly placed pitch there. 2 outs. 6 strikeouts for Kikuchi. Not a huge number, but not bad either. First pitch to Geraldo Perdomo is in the dirt for ball 1. They're talking about Tex-Mex, the Astros commentators. I wish I could have some Tex-Mex right now. That one's grounded up the middle. Altuve scoops it up on the run, fires over to first, and that's out number 3. Kikuchi gets through 6 innings. Good play. Altuve with that one. Boom, just perfectly placed. Good glove, good throw, solid performance. Textbook play by Jose Altuve to get the out. Get the Astros out of the inning. Kikuchi does give up 1 more run, but the Astros still up 5-4. Coming up in the bottom of the 6th, Chas McCormick, who had the big performance, big hit, his last at bat, scoring 2 runs. So happy to see that McCormick has a couple of RBIs in this game. That's great. Followed by Jose Altuve and Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez and McCormick with 3 of the 5 runs for the Astros, or rather RBIs. Got about 47 watching right now. Thanks so much, guys. That's great. See what happens when you get 20 likes on a video. Right now it's 25. If we can get to 30, that would be awesome. Get to 30 likes, get about 75 people watching. Actually, so far I believe that the highest count that I've seen on my live stream so far at one time is about 55, maybe 58. I know that it's under 60, but if we could get the likes up to 30 and break my all-time live viewer count, that would be awesome. That would be really awesome. By the way, I'm wearing my reading glasses today just to make it easier. Early in the morning, I'm just kind of tired. My eyes aren't fully awake. It's so much easier just to wear some really weak reading glasses. So much easier to see everything on the screen, especially my bottom screen. McCormick is at the plate, guys, facing Dylan Floro. He's back on the mound for the Diamondbacks. That first pitch is outside and low for ball one. Good take by McCormick. Don't swing at the trash, my friend. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. That's hit up the middle. It's going to be another base hit for Blast McCormick. Chaz Chance McCormick. Right up the middle. Line drive single. Chaz on the second pitch, man. Are you kidding me? Chaz has 2 hits this game? 2 hits and 2 RBIs. We've got a base runner up for Jose Altuve. And it's Chaz McCormick. That's something that we just don't see very often, do we? Here comes the first pitch to Altuve. He bounces that one down the third base line. That'll be strike one. Altuve really looked energetic there. He was ready to hit that ball. Altuve had a really nice hit earlier, a double. A double right now would be phenomenal. Or a home run would be even better. This one's grounded to third. It's going to be a difficult play. No throw. Perdomo dove for it, and he was able to get it. But there's not going to be a play. Too difficult. No throw. Altuve is on with a hit. 2 runners on. Chaz advances to second. Altuve gets to first. Altuve with the single. Now he's got a double and a single for the day. Another multi-hit game for Altuve. Great stuff. Runners on first and second. No outs for Jordan. Jordan with another chance with 2 runners on base. No outs. Here's the pitch. This one's hit hard to right field. Is it going to drop? It is going to drop. Ooh, man, that was very close to being a single. And that's the first time that Jordan has not gotten on base today. It was just barely caught by Corbin Carroll out in right field. It was a nice little hit. Just carried a little too far. 3 for 4 is Jordan Alvarez today. That's the first time they've managed to put him away. I'm surprised they even pitched to him. Yainer Diaz comes to the plate. Diaz is 0 for 3. So if Jordan goes down, that means Diaz is due for a hit, right? He'll be 1 for 4 after this at bat. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Here comes the pitch from Floro. That one's way outside in the dirt. Catcher is able to snatch it up. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch to Diaz. He takes that one inside, holds up his swing. Good job not swinging at that one. Ball 2. Definitely not a pitch to be swinging at. Way too far inside. 2-0. Astros definitely need to pad their lead here. Aww. Diaz letting me down again with these terrible swings. That one was way outside. Look at this slider. Just how do you swing at something that's so far outside? 2-1 is the count. Here comes the next pitch. That one's on the outside corner. He takes that one, so he swings at the one that's way off the plate, and then he takes the one on the corner of the zone, or the edge of the zone, rather. What are you doing, Diaz? It's your time to get a hit, man. It's your time. I'm telling you, I'm giving you permission. It's your time. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Way outside. He doesn't swing at that one. That's what I'm talking about. You don't swing at the ones way outside. Full count. Yiner, if it's in the zone, you hit it. You get a hit. Get a base hit. If not, you don't swing. Get a walk. Here's the full count pitch. He swings at that one. It's on the edge of the zone, but fouled away. Count remains full. 3-2. Floro is up to 27 pitches. Full count against Yiner Diaz. Runner on first and second. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Here's the full count pitch. He hits that one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit, guys. It's going to score a run. There we go. McCormick is around third. He's all the way in. Good job by McCormick booking it around. Good job to run on that one. Astros pad their lead. 6-4 now. Good work. Diaz follows the instructions well. I used my pitch-com, my bat-com. Bat-com, it sounds like Batman. I used my bat-com to talk to Yiner Diaz and tell him what to do, and he followed my orders. Alex Bregman comes to the plate. First pitch to him is taken for strike 1. Last at bat, Bregman had a walk. Moved in a run. He bounces this one to third, and that's going to score a run. The throw to first is off. Bregman is safe. How do you like that? Altuve makes it home and scores on that big bouncer by Bregman, and the bad throw to first base. It looks like Bregman might have been able to beat that out anyway. We're going to take another look at it to see if it might be a throwing error. Suarez just couldn't get it over there, but it looks like Bregman was going to be safe anyway. That might be a base hit. It was very, very close. Big chopper by Bregman. Altuve was booking it down the line. Yeah, that might be a hit. 4-7. Astros up. Jeremy Pena comes to the plate, guys. Runners on first and second with 1 out. I think I accidentally moved Diaz over to third, but he did not make it to third. He's only at second. There we go. Now it's correct on the screen. Diamondbacks have another reliever warming up in the bullpen. Here's the pitch to Pena. Ooh, 88 right in the inner part of the zone. A good pitch taken for strike 1. Astros up 7-4 with 11 hits. Runners on first and second, just 1 out. Pena at the plate. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Pena hits that one to right field. That's going all the way to the wall. And that's going to be gone, guys. It just keeps going and going and going. And Pena with a 3-run homer. 3-run homer to right center field. Just a line drive homer right over the wall. And that's it. He clears the bases. 3-run shot. The Astros are up 10-4. Pena comes walking into home. Look at this, how he slows down and he just walks to the plate. That's awesome. 10-4. The Astros have doubled the runs that I thought they would get this game. I thought they would have just 5. But they managed 10, and the game's still not over. 10-4. What is that, a dozen hits now for the Astros? Kikuchi is going to get a win, that's for sure. Pena acting like a kid in the dugout there. That was hilarious. Look at Pena when he comes to the dugout. Look at this. Like a kung fu move or something. By the way, that's going to be it for Dylan Floro. Pitching change incoming. No runners on. 1 out. Victor Caratini at the plate. The Diamondbacks decide to go ahead and pull Dylan Floro. A dozen hits for the Astros. with 10 runs. That's the kind of conversion I like to see. 10 runs off 12 hits. That's awesome, guys. 45 people following right now. 28 likes. I need 2 more likes to get to 30, guys. Help me out. Help me out so much. Just give me some likes. Hot and humid. 115 degrees and humid? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 115 and humid? That's like Louisiana weather. I mean, like, but that's really, really hot. Where in Southern California is that? I didn't think that it was that hot. And I thought it would be more dry down there. Unless it's more like Florida and Louisiana type weather. Man, that's crazy. Stack up 6 more runs. Charles says we don't have a grand slam this year. Good time to do it. Well, you know, Charles, you called it. Stack up more runs. They did. They've got 5. We still have a chance to get another run to make it 6. There's that home run by Pena again. Just a little bit of a preview there. Just a line drive shot to right center. Just a few feet over the wall. But that's all that matters. That's as long as he gets over the wall. Victor Caratini's at the plate. He's facing Joe Mantiply. That first pitch is outside for a ball. I think I actually have him in my folder. I think so. This picture? I'll put it on the screen in just a minute. That pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1. Next pitch. Is that a swing and a miss? Oh no, he almost gets hit by that one. I had to click off the screen for a second. Caratini almost got nicked by that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. That next pitch is hit out into right field. That one's pretty deep, all the way to the wall. Carroll's back to the warning track. Wow, Caratini almost drove that one out. Almost got another home run. Look at that. Man, that ball just kept going and going and going. It was almost gone. Holy cow. Nice drive by Caratini, but that's out number 2. Jake Myers comes to the plate. Yeah, I've already got Mantiply's picture saved on the screen. First pitch to Jake Myers is in there for a strike. I'm going to update the picture on the screen right quick. Joe Mantiply. I hope I'm saying his name right. I think the next pitch is a ball. I'm not looking at the screen right now. I'm just listening because I'm trying to get the picture on the updated on the screen for you guys. There we go. All right, ball 1, strike 2 on Myers. 1-2 is the count with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, low and inside. That'll be strike number 3 and out number 3. That's it for the Astros, but they do manage 5 runs this inning. 3 of those courtesy of Jeremy Pena. Boom. Pena with the long ball to right center. Astros up. 10-4, guys. 10-4 going into the top of the 7th. We still have a few more innings of ball. The line says, yo, that's great. Pam, how awesome. I agree. It is awesome. Games like this are nice, especially after getting swept by the freaking Reds. Imperial Valley, Desert Heat, El Centro. Oh, man. California. Yeah, California. Well, Southern California is hot. I don't think that Northern California is hot. But being from Louisiana, when people say it's hot here, I always think, first of all, I think, is it dry or humid? Because humid hot is so much worse. Dry hot is tricky because you don't quite feel it and you're not as aware of it. You have to be careful. But humid hot is instantly miserable as soon as you walk outside. Delian says, as much as I love monstrous dingers, I love seeing a well-driven line drives that just keep going just as much. Yeah, the way I look at it is, even if a team doesn't hit a lot of home runs, I mean, I love seeing home runs, but as long as they're driving and they're base runners, I don't care. However, a home run is a home run. So, for example, I think Alex Bregman hits a lot of his home runs is like line drive shots. And I have absolutely no problem with that at all. A home run is a home run is a home run. If it goes over the fence, it's a home run, right? El Centro. Yeah, I was actually right about the humidity over in El Centro. It is not high. It's only 22%. I didn't think that the humidity was high around there. I thought it was much drier. So if you think 22% humidity is high, then you need to go to Louisiana. The humidity is always like 90 to 99%. It's ridiculous. Caleb Ferguson is on the mound for the Astros. First pitch to him is in there for strike one. He is facing Jose Herrera. That's low. That's going to be ball one. 1-1 is the count. Long delay on that pitch delivery by Ferguson. 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Herrera swings at that one. That's going to be a base hit into left field. Very, very soft hit. Diamondbacks have a leadoff runner with no outs. Very weak. Looked like a golf hit. It looked like a chip shot. The way it kind of checked up when it landed. That's fouled back by Marte for strike one. I need to update the Astros pitcher picture on the screen since Kikuchi is no longer in. Caleb Ferguson is in, so I need to change his image. Oh, this image is way too high. Way too big, rather. Little confusion on the field right now as they're trying to figure out if the batter was just hit by the ball. They're going to double check it. They're taking a look at it. Okay, so the umpire says there was no hit by pitch, but Arizona is challenging and saying that there was a hit by pitch, so they're going to do a review and take a look at it. But based on that last one, it looks like it did get him on the foot. Yep. So Marte will go to first. It was a hit by pitch. They do rule that it's a hit by pitch. And so runners will be on first and second. So a base hit and hit by pitch. Ferguson gets two base runners right off the bat with no outs. It's not the way you want to start the top of the seventh. Corbin Carroll's at the plate with runners on first and second, no outs. Here comes the 6th pitch only for Ferguson. This one's bounced down the first baseline, but foul. That'll be strike 1. So far, since Ferguson has been with the Astros, Caleb Ferguson, he just gives me nervous feelings in my stomach, you know. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. This one's hit softly to second. Pena comes over, and the only play he has is at first base. He gets the out, but the runners move to second and third. Good play, but no chance for a double. Double play. One out. Runners on runners on second and third, rather. Randall Grichuk comes to the plate. Here comes the first pitch to Grichuk from Ferguson after a really long delay. He fouls that one off. 91 miles an hour in the zone. Strike 1. Whoa. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch from Ferguson. Low and inside, ball 1. Count is even. Even. Hi there, everyone. Genius in Math. Hey, good to see you again. Thank you for coming back. 1-1 is the count against Grichuk. Here's the pitch from Ferguson. That's a bouncer in the dirt. Check swing. Did he go? They say no. 2 balls and 1 strike. That was close. That was really, really close. Show the replay here. Look how close this check swing was. He went around, looks like. He hits this next one out to left field. It's high. Is it going to be playable? Jake Myers comes over and makes the play and fires it in. No tag. Good play by Myers to catch that and get the ball in quick. Kind of a bad play on it there by Bregman, but Diaz was there to scoop it up. Runners stay at second and third. Out number 2. Ferguson trying to get out of a jam here. Don't want to give the Diamondbacks an opportunity to chip away at this lead. Here comes the first pitch to Christian Walker, who's over 3 today. Ooh, 95 right in the middle of the plate. Strike 1. Good pitch. Bad take. Boop. Here comes the next pitch. 0-1 pitch. Walker check swings. Did he go around that time? They say no. High and outside. Ball 1. They're hearing some, the umpire hears some words from the Astros dugout, and he looks over and says some stuff. What do you want me to do? Let's take a look at the replay here. You can see how bad it was. Let's see how close this one was. Wow, that was a swing. How do you not call that? No wonder they're complaining in the dugout. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's definitely a strike there. It would have been funny if Caratini had been like, pointing towards first base, like, was that a swing? He probably would have gotten tossed. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. This one's hit up the middle. It hits Caleb and bounces to Altuve out in shallow center field, but there's no play. By the time he gets the ball, there's nowhere to throw. Look at this crazy play. It just bounces off of Caleb Ferguson's foot. There's no play. So the Diamondbacks will get one run. It was a good play by Altuve to be there, but by the time the ball comes down, there was just no play. How insane was that? Off of Ferguson's foot. Look at it from the side. Look at this. Boom. Espada comes out to the mound. He's going to pull Ferguson. Ferguson's going to come out. That's going to be it. Runners on the corners. Brian Abreu is going to come in the game to try to get the last out. They're not going to let Ferguson play around anymore. I'm okay with them pulling Ferguson out, but I'm not necessarily sure about them bringing Abreu in with runners on base. I know there's 2 outs, but come on, you know, Abreu has been a little shaky recently. Great lip reading. I was just messing around. I was trying to make it interesting. Well, yeah, I guess they are. I guess they are. I'm not interested in them making it interesting. The only thing that makes the game interesting to me is for the Astros to score runs and strike out the other batters. That's what's interesting to me. But Caleb Ferguson can't even get through 1 inning. He does exactly what I was worried that he would do. Give up hits, give up runs. Let me change the information on the screen here. We have Brian Abreu coming in the game. All we need him to do is get us out of this inning without giving up any extra runs. That's all. That's all we need you to do, Abreu. Abreu, you know what to do. Let me check the old live stream here. Let's see what we've got going on. Got about 41 people watching. Hey, got to 30 likes. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate that. It's really nice to get those likes up to 30. It's not too often these days that I get to 30 likes simply because I need bigger viewing numbers to get there. But the fact that there are 30 likes, and I think didn't really have more than about 45 watching at any one time today. I think 45 has been about the peak. Still not bad. Brian Abreu delivers the first pitch to Eugenio Suarez. Eugenio is what they're saying. I'll just say Suarez. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Suarez. 98 miles an hour, a little low and outside, ball 1. The count is even. I wonder if the Diamondbacks will try to send their runner to second and get that base. We'll see. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. That one's in there, 87 miles an hour, outside low corner of the zone. Good pitch by Abreu to get strike 2. 2 outs, runners on the corners. 1 and 2 is the count. Suarez, here's the pitch from Abreu. That one is way outside. 87 miles an hour. Does not get the swing on that one. The count is even, 2 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. This one's hit high into center field. Myers is over in the sun. He's able to grab it and put it away for out number 3. Good job by Abreu getting the fly out and in the inning with no extra damage. Ferguson does give up 1 run to the Diamondbacks. 10-5, the Astros are winning. 12 hits for the Astros, 9 hits for the Diamondbacks. I'm not happy about the Astros giving up 5 runs. Unfortunately, 4 of those belong to Kikuchi. But thankfully, the Astros bats show up to save him today and put 10 on the board. We're going into the bottom of the 7th. Ben Gamel, Chaz McCormick, and Jose Altuve coming up. Chaz and Jose having great days today. Ben Gamel's 0 for 2. It'd be nice for him to do something, kind of get on that train of hitting that the Astros have going. Chug a chug. I had one small bowl of oatmeal at about 4:45 this morning. It's now 7:30 a.m. I'm hoping that when this game wraps up, I can take my homework over to the local cafe and grab myself their awesome breakfast, because at the family restaurant here, there's a family restaurant here. In English, it's called Cafe Gusto. In Japanese, it's Gasto. Cafe Gasto. And from opening until 10:30, they have this really nice breakfast. It's super cheap, and it comes with the drink bar included. So you don't have to pay extra to get the all-you-can-drink drink bar, which has like cappuccino, lattes, coffee hot and cold, coffee, iced and hot, plus orange juice, real orange juice, a couple of different types of tea, some sodas, water, all of these different drinks on the drink bar, plus all you can eat, I guess, or drink soup. They have a soup also on the bar, and you get all of that included with your meal. You can get either eggs with toast or baguette and sausage and bacon for just like $3.50 or $4. It's awesome. First pitch to Gamel is a swing and miss. Strike one. Who's on the mound? Slade Ciccone? Is that how you say his name, or is it Ciccone? Ciccone? That pitch is high. Ball one. Slade Ciccone. Slade Ciccone. D-backs. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Ciccone. I hope I'm saying his name right. High and inside, but in the zone for strike two. 1-2 to Gamel. Here comes the next pitch. That's grounded off of his foot, or fouled off his foot rather. Count remains 1-2. I'm going to try to get his image saved and get him on the screen. Seems like that is strikeout. It is. Very quiet, the crowd on that. Swing and a miss, high fastball, 96 miles an hour. Nothing doing for Gamel. Slade. Who names their kid Slade? It's a cool name, but I wonder about the parents. First pitch sounded like a strike. I'm not looking at the screen right now because I'm trying to update Ciccone on the screen. That next pitch is hit into left field. That's going to fly out of play. McCormick at the plate. That'll be strike two. Wait a second. Where did the cameraman go? That was actually into left field. That was weird. I was trying to get the information updated on the screen, and as I was watching the game there, out of the corner of my eye, the cameraman actually went out into the stands. I thought it was a foul ball, but he completely went the wrong way. It was a fly out to left field. Crazy. So Chaz goes down on a fly out to left field. Altuve comes to the plate, fouls the first one off for strike one. Comes out swinging, just bounces it towards the dugout. 2 for 4 is Altuve, batting .299. He's got his average almost back up to 300. A hit right here would do it. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Way high. Ball one, 97 on that pitch. 1-1 is the count against Jose Altuve. Here comes the pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. That was an inside heater. Can't be swinging at that one, Altuve. High and inside, strike two. Swing and a miss. Who's warming up in the bullpen? Ronel Blanco is out in the bullpen, guys. Warming up. Looks like they're going to bring him in the 8th. 98 miles an hour, right in the zone. Fouled off to the right side by Altuve. He got around on that one just a little late. Didn't make the direct contact with it, but he stays alive. Count remains 1-2 with 2 outs. Come on, Altuve, get you a hit here. Let's walk out of this game with your average back at 300. Come on. Here comes the pitch. That's high, ball 2. It's interesting that they've got Blanco warming up in the bullpen. They were talking about just using him more sparingly rather than as a starter. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Altuve. Fouls that one back. 96 miles an hour in the top of the zone. Stays alive. We're going to see another 2-2 pitch here in just a moment. Astros leading 10-5 here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs, no runners on. Altuve with a 2-2 count. Trying to move his batting average up to 300. Come on, let's do it. Going to be a high pitch, looks like. It is. 98. Altuve takes it. Catcher completely telegraphing where they're going to throw the ball, right? And it was perfectly thrown into his mitt. But Altuve didn't go. Full count, 3-2. Here comes the pitch. That's hit really hard to left field. That might be a home run, guys. It is. It's into the Crawford boxes. He does it. Altuve gets the hit in the biggest way possible with a line drive blast. It got out of the park in a hurry, guys. In less than 3 seconds, that ball was out. 11-5. Jose Altuve with the home run to left field. Man, what a good strike by Altuve on a full count. Man, he just destroyed that ball. 101 miles an hour, straight out into the boxes. A no-doubter by Jose Altuve. 300 now again. 300, baby. Yordan Alvarez is at the plate. 3 for 4 today with a double, 2 singles, and an RBI. He takes the first pitch on the inside corner there for strike 1. Here comes the next pitch to Alvarez. 97 right in the heart of the plate. He fouls it off to the third base side, out of play. 0-2. Man, I'm so happy to see Altuve get that home run. It wasn't needed. Maybe it's not needed. I think it's not needed, but it was great to see it. I wanted him to have it. Here's the pitch. Alvarez strikes on it on a terrible pitch. So Altuve runs up the count to full, gets an amazing home run, and Alvarez strikes out looking like a terrible hitter. Look at this. Blah. Womp womp. Ronel Blanco, guys, is on his way to the mound. He will be coming in for the Astros in the top of the 8th. Interesting to see Blanco coming in the top of the 8th inning, isn't it? It's so strange. I wonder if they will let him go 2 innings if he does well in the 8th. I wonder if they'll keep him in for the 9th. Do you think so? Let's see. Get that updated on the screen. Ronel Blanco is now on the screen. There we go. Let's see what's going on in the chat, guys. Video likes are up to 32. Thank you so much. How many people do we have following right now? 41. Thanks for staying and thanks for being here. We need to hold them. Yes, I agree very much. Let's go. The line, yes, absolutely. Let's go. Let's hold it down and win this game. 42 people following along right now. Thanks for being here, guys. We are just going into the top of the 8th. Renel Blanco is actually being brought in for the Astros to pitch in the 8th inning. Caleb Ferguson did come in, gave up some hits, gave up a run. He was pulled for Brian Abreu. Abreu only got 1 out and then was pulled for the 7th, or rather for the 8th inning. Blanco was in. Here's the first pitch from Blanco. He's facing Jake McCarthy. High fastball, 95. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Blanco. Hard to hit that. Here's the next pitch from Blanco. 95, just inside, ball 1. Just barely misses the spot there. 1-1 on McCarthy. Swing and a miss on the outside corner, 86. Man, that was a beautiful pitch. That's the kind of pitch that I tried to throw when I was in high school. I was never a pitcher, but when I would practice throwing, I always wanted to throw a pitch like that. This next pitch is fouled off, 96 in the middle of the plate. Down the third baseline, the count remains 1-2. Anybody can learn to throw a curveball, but a ball that breaks the opposite direction is harder to throw. I think, in my opinion. It was harder for me, but I tried. That one was low and inside for ball 2, 88 miles an hour. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This one's grounded to the right side. It's going to be fair. Diaz tosses it to Blanco. It's a bad throw, and the runner kind of runs into Blanco, knocks him down. Man, that was a dangerous-looking play. Diaz mishandles the ball and makes a terrible throw. Okay, I see why Diaz didn't make a good catch on that play. It's because the ball hit the base. Okay, so the ball, it hits the base, and so it messes with his ability to catch it. And when he makes the throw, it's not just a bad throw, it's just not possible. Yeah, the throw is off. Blanco also gets run over by the runner, but he's up. They're still going to come out to the mound and check on him. The trainer is going to come out. Espada is going to come out. They're going to chat with Blanco to make sure he's all right. Definitely don't want to see Blanco getting run over. That's a little scary. Don't want to see Renel Blanco getting... Don't want to see him get hit. Definitely don't want to see that. They're going to let him have some warm-up pitches. The umpire is going to let him try to work it out. He's going to throw some pitches. We got a good slow-motion shot replay of what happened at first. Take a look at this. Stepped on his foot. So originally it looked like he ran him over, but actually he did a pretty decent job of not hitting Blanco, but he stepped right on his foot. All right, he's back on the mound. It looks like we're ready to go. So the D-backs have a runner on first. Luis Guillorme is pinch hitting. Here comes the first pitch to him. Ooh, 94, right in the top of the zone. Strike 1. What a beautiful pitch, man. Just fires it in there. Very first pitch. Look at this. Just direct in there. Man, nice. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 95 on the inside corner. 2 nice back-to-back pitches to the big bearded guy. big bearded guy. Look at this. Swish. Can feel that from here. There's a breeze coming in to Hiroshima all the way from that bat. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 95 up in the zone. Man, he was not ready for that pitch. Strike 3. And out number 1. Boom. 95 miles an hour. First pitch to Geraldo Perdomo, little high, just barely missed the zone, 88 miles an hour for ball 1. That was not a bad pitch. 1-0 pitch, that's on the outside corner for a strike, 94 miles an hour. The location of these pitches right now are really good. When Blanco's on, that's what he's able to do, is locate that pitch right where he wants it. Oh, how can you call that a ball? Are you kidding me? That was a strike. Look at this. Look at this failure by the umpire. Look at that. Strike 2, but they call it a ball. It turns out to be ball 2. Insane. Next one is also in the top of the zone, called ball 3. Umpire misses 2 calls now on Blanco. Look at this one. Right on the edge of the zone there. 3-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch. And that one's way inside, so that one was obviously out. But thanks to the umpire, Blanco doesn't get a strikeout. This should have been a strikeout, but instead it's a walk. Now we have 2 runners on. 2 runners on with an umpire walk, an umpire given walk. One out, 2 on. Jose Herrera is at the plate. He takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Blanco back on the rubber, looks up, gets the call, and here comes the pitch. He gets that call in the inside corner for strike 1, 87 miles an hour. The count is even. One ball, 1 strike to Herrera. And that's a nice pitch in the lower outside corner. Strike 2, 1-2 is the count. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 runners on. This one is bounced foul down the first baseline. Count remains 1-2. Here comes another 1-2 pitch. Way high. Ball 2. 96 miles an hour. Caratini walks out, tosses the ball back, and he's like, simmer down just a little bit, bro. Here comes the 2-2 count. Pitch. This one's hit high. Is it going to be out of play? It is. Floats off behind the Diamondbacks dugout on the left side. It's pretty interesting. They show a bat boy catch the ball with one hand to keep the ball from hitting the camera. Look at that. There's a lady behind the camera there. Might have saved her from getting hit. That ball is out of the zone for ball 3. It's going to be a full count to Herrera. In the dirt. Here's the pitch. High fastball hit way up in the air to center field. Myers comes in. He camps out under it. That'll be out number 2. So Blanco gets out number 2 with a fly ball to center field. Shallow center field. No problem. I wouldn't say that this inning has been stellar for Blanco, but it's not all been his fault. umpire has made several bad calls. Not just questionable, but bad calls. Just flat out bad calls. Runner on first and second. 2 outs. First swing by Ketel Marte is a miss. Strike 1. Nice pitch by Blanco there. 0-1 is the count. 0 for 3 today is Marte, but he was hit barely on his leg guard, I believe. That one is a ball. Slightly out of the zone. About a good 1.5 feet above the zone, to be exact. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. This one's hit hard to right field. Man, that was close. Just barely foul. Wow, that was close. Look at that. Just barely foul. They're going to show another angle and see how close that was. Yeah, it was about 4 feet foul. You can see it from this other angle that they showed. Look how close. Right in that corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marte. Blanco dealing with 2 runners on and 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. 96 just up and out of the zone. 2-2 with Ryan Presley now warming up in the bullpen. Next pitch. Wow, 96 miles an hour. Once again in the upper part of the zone, upper out part of the zone, in the corner of the zone. Look at that. Umpire doesn't call it. Blanco and Caratini are like, yep, that's strike 3. And the umpire calls it ball. He's missed several of those this inning. That's a strike in the bottom of the zone. You can't call that one a ball. Marte shakes his head, but you know what? That's a strike, my friend. Look at this pitch. Perfect. And Marte shakes his head. He thought it was ball 4. Did you see that nonsense? That goober. He was actually about to toss his bat, and he shakes his head. That's your fault, bro. That's a strike. Forget you. You professional players and your nonsense. Shaking your head over a strike. 33 likes on the channel. 53 people. Uh-oh, we're close to my record, guys. If we can get 7 more people watching, that'll hit my record. 60 people. That'd be nice. Thank you guys for being here. But with 53, that means we can get the likes up to 40. That would also be a record. 40 likes. 57 watching. We're very close to a record, guys. 60 people watching and 40 likes. This would be a double record. Can we go for a double record? Can you guys like the video? I just need 6 more to be at 40. I haven't had 40 likes on any of my live streams yet. My channel is just too small. I'm almost at 160 subs. 3 more viewers, 6 more likes, 1 more sub. These will all be records for this channel. Help me out. Help me out here, guys. 160 subs, great. Thank you so much. Just hit 160. That's a new record. 55 people watching, 36 likes. Give me 4 more likes, guys. Just 4 more likes. Maybe a record. Uh-oh, 49. It's going down. We need to go the other way. We need to be up to 60. Let's move the runners off the base, guys. We're going into the bottom of the 8th. Astros winning this game handily right now. 11-5. Slade is back on the mound, it looks like, for the Diamondbacks facing Yainer Diaz. Diaz not having a particularly good game today. He does have 1 hit and an RBI, which is awesome. But up until that point, he was 0-3. First pitch he fouls back for strike 1. Here comes the second pitch rather. The first pitch. He fouls one back and then he gets the first pitch. That's in reverse order. Outside, ball one. The count is even. I haven't had a whole lot today, guys. Just a couple cups of coffee and a small bowl of oatmeal. So give me a break. It's almost 8 in the morning here. I got up at 4:30. That will be in there for strike. Strike 2 to Diaz. 1 and 2 is the count. So that's a strike to Astros, but for Renel Blanco, it's a ball, right? Umpire is so inconsistent. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one's way out. Way out of the zone. Good take by Diaz. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Diaz misses a 77-mile-per-hour curve right in the heart of the plate. How do you miss that, bro? Disappointing. If the Astros didn't have 11 runs on the board, I'd be really upset about that right now. But as it stands, I'm just a little disappointed in you, Diaz. Alex Bregman comes to the plate, swings at the very first pitch, bounces it to the shortstop, makes the easy play over to first. Out number 2, just like that. Likely the last at bat for the Astros this game. Brings up Jeremy Pena. Jeremy Pena's last at bat, guys, was a big one. 3-run home run, line drive home run to basically center field. Big hit for Pena and the Astros this game. First pitch to him is on the way. A little inside, 95 miles an hour. Ball 1. 2 for 4 today. 270 for the season. Hoping for Pena to bring his batting average up to over 280. I'll be happy with that. Fouled back. 84 on the outside corner. Count is even, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's hit straight up. First baseman is over. It looks like he's going to have room to play it, and he does. That'll be out number 3. That's it for the Astros in the bottom of the 8th. Okay, guys, we're going to move into the top of the 9th, and the Astros will most likely have Ryan Presley on the mound. He was warming up in the bullpen, so I'm going to go ahead and make an educated guess and say that Presley is in. If I'm wrong, I will eat it. There we go. All updated. Anything going on in the chat here? Any new records? Did I get to 40 likes? Oh, too shy, guys. The game is almost over. I'm at 38 likes on the video. I just need 2 more to get to my record. 40 likes would be a new record for my live stream videos. I appreciate you liking the video. If you have not liked it, please do so right now. My subscribers have moved up to 162, 2 more since when I looked last inning. I really appreciate you guys being here and subscribing. It seems like I just got to 150 yesterday, and now I'm at 162. I appreciate that. For those of you who don't know, your support on this channel means a lot, not just because I'm trying to build something here. It's not just that. It's because I've got an issue with cancer that I'm dealing with. And one of the things I'm trying to do is build something that I can continue to do if for some reason I can't go out. If I get stuck at home and I can't go out, can't do anything, I would love to be able to keep doing this. So your support is very much appreciated. And I was wrong, guys. Presley has not come in the game. Blanco is back in, and the very first pitch to Corbin Carroll is a strike. So they keep Blanco in. They were only warming up Presley just in case they needed to bring him in, but they didn't. Second pitch is also in there for strike. Strike 2. 0-2 is the count against Corbin Carroll with that foul ball. This one's hit hard again down the first baseline, but foul. That's like the best place to sit in the game, isn't it? Over by the ball boy. You sit right there, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a foul ball, aren't you? They give all of those to the crowd. Man, that's where I'm going to sit. Next pitch is fouled off again. 83 mile per hour breaking ball. Count remains 0-2. Carroll trying to do something, but difficult to hit a pitch like that. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Way inside and low, 89 miles an hour. That'll be ball 1. Astros have an excellent conversion rate today. 11 runs on 13 hits. He finally gets the strikeout. That was a great pitch by Blanco. 88 mile per hour changeup, swing and a miss by Carroll. That looked good. Carroll has struggled against the Astros so far in this series. Here comes the first pitch to Randall Grichuk. Fouled back, 96 miles an hour. 1 out. Astros 2 outs away from claiming another win and leading this series. Not only that, but winning this series. They're already leading the series. I meant winning the series. 96 miles an hour fouled away by Pavin Smith, who apparently is pinch hitting for Grichuk. That just updated on my screen just now. 0-2. Next pitch is low and inside, fouled away again. Keeps the count 0-2. I'm telling you guys, I've been up for almost 4 hours now. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not quite feeling it. I need to get some good food in my body. Go do my Japanese homework. 1 ball, 2 strikes on that pitch. Just a little outside, no swing. Next pitch, that is a swing. 88 miles an hour, the bottom falls out of it. Pavin Smith goes down. Look at this pitch. Whiff. Once again, I can feel that air all the way from Hiroshima. Let me change this back to Blanco. There we go. I corrected myself there. Here comes the first pitch to Christian Walker. A half swing strike. What a good pitch. 0-1. 96 miles an hour. 2 outs. And 1 strike now. 2 strikes away from the end of this game, guys. Remember, after this game, I will give you a quick update, like a summary of the game. I'll give you a preview of tomorrow's game. And we'll check the standings and the scores for the other teams, and then that'll be it. That next strike comes in, 0-2. Nice pitch right down the gut by Blanco. Here comes the next pitch, a swing and a miss. He gets the strikeout, guys. 3 up and 3 down, and 3 straight strikes to end the last batter. Christian Walker goes down, like I called him earlier, Christian Striker. How do you like that? The lights flash, and the little explosions go off in Minute Maid Park as the Astros end this game and destroy the Diamondbacks 11-5. They take the series. They'll have 1 more game with the Diamondbacks tomorrow. Let's check on the channel right quick. Guys, we got to 41 likes. It's a new record. Thank you so much for doing that. We almost had a record view count up to 60. I think we got over 55 again today, and we almost hit a new record, and I appreciate you for that. Subscriptions went up. I thank you for that too. We got to 40 likes. That's a new record for my live stream channel, and that's all due to you guys. Thank you so much. Quick game summary for you who are interested. Lots of scoring going on in the game, guys. Let me bring this down on the bottom screen so you can see it. All right, lots of scoring. Look at all of this. Look at all that scoring. Amazing. Let's start in the top of the second. The Diamondbacks got on the board first with a single to right field, scoring Suarez 1-0. Also in the top of the second, Herrera hit a sacrifice fly to right field, scoring McCarthy 2-0 Diamondbacks. In the bottom of the third, the Astros finally answer. Diaz grounded into a double play, but that allowed Altuve to score, putting Astros on the board 2-1. In the top of the fourth, Newman hit a solo home run off of Kikuchi to make it 3-1. In the bottom of the fourth, McCormick singled to left field, scoring Caratini and Myers both, tying the game up at 3. Alvarez came up after that, hit a single to right field, scoring Gamble, and that gave the Astros the lead, their first lead of the game, 4-3. Bregman came up and walked with bases loaded, scoring McCormick, giving the Astros a 5-3 lead. In the top of the sixth, Suarez would hit another solo home run, or he would hit a solo home run, the second off of Kikuchi of the game, 5-4 Astros. After that, Diaz singled in the bottom of the sixth, scoring McCormick, 6-4 Astros. Bregman reached on an infield single to third base. Altuve was moving on that play and was able to score, 7-4 Astros. In the same inning, in the bottom of the sixth, Pena came up, homer to right center, 390 feet, scoring Diaz and Bregman, 10-4 Astros. Christian Walker reached on an infield single, scoring Herrera, 5-10 Astros. And in the seventh inning, in the bottom of the seventh, Jose Altuve moved his batting average back up to 300 with a home run to left field, 368 feet, 11-5 Astros, and that's the final score of the game. How did the Astros pitchers do? It wasn't a phenomenal game for Kikuchi, but despite that, the Astros bats were able to make up for it. He pitched 6 full innings, gave up 7 hits. He had 4 earned runs. Now, 2 of those were solo home runs, and there were some bad luck plays in the first inning, or rather the second inning. So overall, I don't think this was a bad performance at all by Kikuchi, despite the 4 runs being on the board. The 2 home runs are on him, but I feel like those other 2 runs in the second inning were just lucky. Very soft hits and just going to the wrong spots, and just a little bit of bad luck. But he did have 6 strikeouts, no walks. Okay, his placement was not bad, except for those home runs. Ferguson came in and was shaky. He only pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. In just a short time, he did much worse than Kikuchi did. Brian Abreu came in for just that 3rd out and was able to get it, no problem. No extra damage done. Blanco came in and pitched 2 innings, guys, the 8th and the 9th. Gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, and had 5 strikeouts. Blanco had 5 strikeouts in just 2 innings. Almost as many as Kikuchi had in 6 innings. That's crazy. Blanco was just dealing. He had a little trouble in the 8th inning, but he came on like fire in the 9th inning. He was all over it. Awesome performance today by the Astros, and they win the series by taking the second game. Game 3, the final game of the series against the Diamondbacks, will be tomorrow. Tomorrow's game, the time is, at what time? Okay, here's the thing for tomorrow's game. It starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, my time. I can't join you for the whole game, and the reason is because tomorrow's Monday, and I have classes at 9 o'clock. So the game starts about an hour before classes. And at around 8:45, I have to go to school. But what I'm going to do is I'll get the game started. I'll call the first couple of innings, and then I'll leave the live score on the screen for you guys so you can come and check it out. And during the breaks, I'll be in the live chat to chat with you guys. Pam says, thanks for streaming. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Pam. I will see you for a little bit tomorrow and in the live chat during my breaks. DeLion says, good games. Great stream today, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here, DeLion. Always glad to see my regulars come back. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the subscriptions, the likes, the comments, the interaction, all of the words of support, everything. I appreciate all of it. As of right now, the only other thing I have left to do for you guys is update you about what's going on around the league. So let's take a look at the scores right quick and see mainly about the Mariners. That's the main team that we're interested in right now, right? Because they're trailing behind the Astros. As you see here on the screen, the Mariners game doesn't start for another few minutes. As of right now, there's nothing to update on that front. They're playing the Cardinals, and you guys can follow and keep track of that game later on. As for the Rangers, I don't see them on here. Where are they? Oh, they are gonna be. Oh, they are playing right now. It's already 1-0 Ranger, 1-0 Angels in the first inning. That's a good start. So it looks like right now the Angels have a runner on second with no outs, and they've already scored a run. So that's good. Maybe the Angels will destroy the Rangers today. The Angels will destroy the Rangers and move them even further back. And hopefully later today, the Cardinals will do their job against the Mariners, and the Astros can improve their lead, because as it stands right now, the Astros, I think, are 4 or 5, or is it 5 games now? 5 games? Yes, that's right. Astros are exactly 5 games ahead of the Mariners. If the Mariners lose today, they'll be 5.5 games back, and that is definitely what we want. But, guys, that's it for me. Final today, Astros 11, Diamondbacks 5. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the support. Cesar Rios, take care. See you tomorrow. Thank you for being here. And the only thing left to say now is Geaux Stros. See you guys.